Hey guys! So, I'm going to do a YouTube video on how I get in hamsters, and I'm so mad because I was 7 minutes into my last one, and it quit out on me. So, I'm going to try to get through this one. Alright, so this is how I get into hamsters. A chipmunk fell into our pool. Wrong way, sorry. Chippy and Chippy. It fell into our pool, and that is when I really get into hamsters because I really wanted a chipmunk, but my parents said I couldn't keep it. So, after that, a couple months later, I had saved up a bunch of money, and I had a bunch of money, and my dad's like, if you want a hamster, you can have it, because I thought I had done enough research. I went to PetSmart, and I bought pine bedding, I bought a wire wheel, a 10-gallon tank, and I didn't know better, and I wish I could apologize to Nibbles. So we went to PetSmart around July, and we picked out a Robo-Dwarf, and I named her Nibbles. Nibbles meant so much to me. Nibbles was my first ever pet that I was actually responsible for, and I really, really love Nibbles. I still have her PetSmart contract. Yeah, so I bought her on July 5th of 2013, and so I had her in a really bad setup at first. I can find it for you guys. So this is the first setup I had her in. She was in a 10-gallon tank with a wire wheel and really not much toys and stuff to play with. So I felt bad. I had her in critter trails, I had her in this, I had her in that, I had her in a glass tank, and I couldn't put up with it anymore. So I put her on my countertop. That didn't work. So after the countertop, after the critter trails, after all that, I put her in a 15 to 20 gallon fish tank. That's after I had researched more, found out about hamsters and stuff like that. Well, obviously, I didn't do enough research. It was December Christmas break, and I had gone over to my sister's house to hang with her and spend the night because I hadn't seen her in forever. Well, I come home, I thought nothing of it. I didn't check on Nibbles because she's usually sleeping, and I didn't know. So it came around 8 o'clock that night, and so I get up, and it wasn't like her. Around 8 o'clock, she would come out, and she would nibble on her food, and I hadn't checked the food bowl at all. And so, because I had filled it before I left. And it was about 8 o'clock, and she hadn't come out yet. I was really worried. So, I went in, and our house was empty. I started bawling my eyes out right on the spot. I ran down to my parents. I'm like, where is Nibbles? Did you take her out while I was gone? And they're like, no, why would we do that? We don't ever touch her. I put food around the house. I put her cage. I put everything. Didn't find her. So we ended the search after about a week, and we never found her. We moved furniture in my room. We never found her. So a couple months later, I really wanted another hamster. Like, I really, really wanted another hamster. So my dad volunteered to buy me another hamster, and I have her now, which I don't have a picture of her, I don't think. But her name is Abby, and she is in, I can show her your setup. I have her in a critter trail and a 10-gallon tank connected with tubes and stuff like that, and it's a mess, but whatever. And I have her on a desk, and I bought Abby January 7th of 2014. So, yeah. So Abby is still in the taming process. I haven't got her fully tamed. Like, she'll run from my hand when I try to get her out. But, yeah. After I had Nibbles, I bought another hamster. Well, I rescued this one. This woman had to get rid of this hamster. Had to get rid of it because her mother was coming into town, and her mother was terrified of the hamster. She came in a very, very small critter trail, and she was a Syrian. She had shoes and a food bowl and water and a very, very squeaky, squeaky wheel. So this is Jasmine. She is a synthetic, flesh-eared, albino, ruby-eyed, satin-coated hamster. So a few months after I got her, I put her in a 15 to 20 gallon tank. After I got her, another adoption of a hamster came up online. On my mom's Facebook, she brought up a hamster, and this one her friend was getting rid of because it bit, and her friend was moving, and her little kid was poking the cage, and they couldn't take her with her. So this is Peanut. She is a golden hamster. She doesn't bite anymore, but she does nip. And the cage setup that they are in, Peanut's on the top, oops, and Jazzy's on the bottom. They're in both 15 to 20 gallon tanks. So yes, now I have 3 hamsters, and I really, really, really love them. This is a better picture of Peanut. So yeah, you guys, and now I have 3 cats and 3 hamsters. I really love them, and I care for them, and I know better now. I have perfect wheels, food, bedding, everything. I've done my research, and I know a lot. I'm writing a hamster book at the moment to let other people know. I love hamsters. I love them. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, love you guys. See you next week. Bye.